Hello, what's up, guys? I have been slacking on the video lately, again, all the time, because I have been traveling around. Been in China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and U.S. So I was out of my current place for about a month, and then after that, the jet lag takes about a week to get normalized, and I think I'm good now. So this is going to be my first comeback video. I've not been doing video lately also because I'm not getting many knives lately. It's getting harder and harder to buy a custom knife nowadays. Even it doesn't matter if you have money or not. It is right now. It's just a matter of luck. If you have luck, you get the knife. If you don't, you usually don't get the knife. And I don't know. I have not been buying production knives lately, neither. The last one I got was the dual dual action from Benchmade. It's a collaboration work between Benchmade and Shane Seibert, which is a really nice knife. I will do a review of that knife later on. I promised you guys this knife first, so I'll have to do this knife first. This knife is made by Gustavo Cecchini of Brazil, and people call him Gus because it's easier to read or to remember. And he has been making knives for about 10 years, and he's self-taught. And the amazing thing about him is that he lives in Brazil, okay, and Brazil is not exactly a first world country, so a lot of his tools, a lot of his methods, a lot of his materials, he just have to figure it out himself, or maybe sometimes he'll have to make the tools himself. And his knife is very hot, actually. A lot of people loves it. I like it. His knife looks very futuristic. This is probably one of the less futuristic looking knife, but a lot of his knives are very futuristic looking, and it's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but I think it's very unique. And I just cut myself there. Yeah, that's how sharp the knife is. It's very futuristic, and this new texture is kind of like a blasted, really fine blasted texture. It's his newer texture. Most of his knife, he has this shiny, very shiny metal looking, hard metal looking surface, and sometimes it attracts fingerprints, but it looks really nice though. I like it, but I like also this newer texture. The knife's called Duo, and it's one of his newer design. And boy, is this knife cool. Okay, it has a dual flipper, which you can open the knife any way you want. It's tip up only, but it can be tip up right hand or tip up left hand. So it's good for righty and lefty. And see, this is a big, thick piece of a semi steel Damascus from Chad Nichols. It's the Boomerang, which is the one I specifically picked for this dagger style grind because I think it will look awesome, and it looked awesome. It has most of the Damascus concentrated in the middle, and with the edges, I forgot, I think it's a XHP CTS core, I'm not sure though. I'll have to check that out. It comes with a birth certificate, and I think it looks fine. I mean, not just fine. It looks awesome, and the end product is awesome. A lot of detail in this knife. For example, if you don't look closely and with detail, you will not find his name GTC right there because it's hidden between the waves, and that's just, well, maybe it's by accident, but for me it just looks really cool. I don't know if you can see it though. It's right there. Okay, and on top of that, this knife is really thick. The blade is really thick. It's about, I don't know, probably close to a quarter-inch thick, or probably is a quarter-inch thick. And then he grounded, hollow grounded both sides. Both sides are sharp, so it's kind of a pain closing in, because you have to be really careful. You can close in both ways. Okay, but he retains the middle of the blade pretty thick. So this is a very, very strong knife. I'm very sure you can pry with it because it's a really thick blade stock. Both grinds are very sharp. As you can see, the cut here, that's just by barely touching the blade when I was closing it, just right now. Okay, and you can close it from this side or from this side. Okay, the safer way to close it is just to open it and just to push it a little bit over the detent, and then you can close it by pressing it here. Gus leaves this part up here, up to this side, probably about a centimeter on both sides, unsharpened at the end, so you will be able to close it without cutting yourself. The knife is very compact, and actually if you really stick your thumb or your fingers in, you can touch the edges. Just don't rub it, you'll get cut, but by touching it, it's fine. And it rests really nicely in the pocket. See this carved mokutai pocket clip. It's also very, very shiny and very, very well heat treated. And I don't know if you noticed, but that's Gus trademark clip, and it's really cool. It comes in one piece. The standoff you see here at the end, I believe is also a mokutai. If not, it has been heat colored really well. It says Duo, D-U-E, and uses Nicholas Chad Nichols stainless steel, and it was made October 2013, and I love it. And this bolster style mokutai inlay was my idea. I told Gustavo that I would love the knife to be able to do hard works, for example, throwing around without it looking too pretty, but at the same time I want that a little bit of luxury in the handle, especially around the bolster, but I don't want bolster. So he made this bolster type look inlay inside, and I think it just looks amazing. Very subtle, the knife looks really subtle, but at the same time when you look at the details, okay, so when you look at the details, it just shines. And the pivot you see here, these pivots are made by hand by Gustavo, and every part of this knife is actually made by him, because I don't even see a oh yeah, there is a screw here that you see, and that screw, the little screw you see here, is also made by Gustavo. So you see how complex this knife is. On top of that, you have to do the double lock treatment, which is hard doing one, he has to do two, and there is no stop pin that I can see of. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but I don't think there is a stop pin. Okay, the blade stop by both lock bars, and which is very sturdy, really sturdy. No movement up, down, vertical, nor horizontal, and I think that's an amazing job to do. Okay, so just have to be careful closing in. It's not impossible, just have to be a little bit careful. It's easier when it's not in front of a camera, because I have this camera in front of me, and I really cannot see really good. So I'll show you again. See, this is the clip side. I will open it with a clip side on top. Flips out, excellent. Okay, I'm gonna close it. And now I'm going to flip it with the non-clip side on top. See how fast and how swift the action is. Man, this thing is deadly and really silent. It's probably because it has no stop pin, so you don't get the metal hitting the stop pin sound. Oh, that's just me thinking. Probably that. So it opens really silently, actually, and really fast. And I really love these flippers. When it's open, it serves kind of like the guard of a dagger, which is, protect your fingers, your hand from slipping. And the knife has been not rounded, but detailed on the side, so no sharp edges at all. No sharp edges at all. And you see all these cut out. It makes the handle looks really three-dimensional. It adds a lot of texture without doing a lot of without sacrificing the cleanness of the knife. It is just awesome, seriously. If you guys get a chance to own one of Gustavo's knife, I highly recommend you save up and get one, because his knife is not cheap, and I can understand, because he has to have all these expensive materials and tools and a belt imported to internationally. So and I know the shipping cost is really high these days. I pay about $50 just to ship the knife out to me from state. It's more expensive if it's from the other country. Just imagine how, and it's just a knife which is about what, 6-7 ounces, and when you purchase like pounds and pounds of a steel to ship it to you, just imagine how much the cost it is, which is unavoidable because he lives in Brazil. The heat treatment of both inlay bolster are also very well done and nicely polished, and it also serves as the lock bar. I'm sorry. It also serves as a lock bar how to say prevention for it to for you to damage the lock. Okay, I have to see if I have damaged the lens. Probably not. Alright, everything good. Anyways, sorry about this new format. I hope you like it, because it gives you a little bit more of how the size and the dimension of the knife. It's a little bit close, I know, but there's nothing I can do right now. Every square it's a centimeter, so you will able to see the dimensions and everything. And every big square it's 5 centimeters. So anyways, hope you like it, and go see him. He loves going to shows, and I'm very sure he's going to be on Blaze show this year, and I'm definitely going if there's nothing wrong with the current work. Okay guys, and thank you for watching. Let me know if you guys need any sort of answering. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Take care. Bye bye.